second half of the year, or maybe coming out of this bye? What have y'all improved on, do you think, Phil?
Just as a whole, I think that we've got a lot more weapons now than we've had before. Obviously, and I think if we keep working Dontre, we can get Dontre on the field more, and a couple other players. There's been a couple players that's been practicing really good lately. Me and Coach Myers talked about it, and we feel like if they keep practicing the way they are, then they can potentially see some time on the field.
Who are you talking about there?
A couple young guys. I mean, I can't really say names, but you'll see them if they play.
Wouldn't it imply that the energy level dipped a little before the Northwestern game? Is that something you saw, and if so, is it back to where it was?
I didn't notice that. I mean, I feel like it was normal week of practice, normal pregame, normal just everything we do. So, I mean, Coach Meyer obviously sees it from a different point of view. So maybe he saw something different than we saw, but I didn't think anything different.
Phil, is it tough to adjust the identity of what you guys are? Like 1 week, like against Wisconsin, you guys took what they gave you, which was some shots downfield. The next week, Northwestern, you guys are more of a power run team. Because you guys have shown the ability to do both, is it tough to adjust from week to week what you got, what it is that you are?
Not really. I think Coach Herman does a good job of getting game plans ready and kind of telling us what we got to do. And I think that us as players, we try to prepare like pros. So I think we do a good job of executing what he wants us to do. And any scheme that Coach Herman draws up is going to work. So I mean, he studies so much film, and these coaches are here all night, so they know what we got to do. I mean, if we got to run the ball, we will run the ball. If we got to throw the ball, we'll run the ball. I mean, we'll throw the ball. Nobody really cares as long as we get the win.
What are you this week?
I have no idea. We'll know today.
Iowa statistically, defensively, is pretty good. I mean, the top 10 in total defense. Do you look forward to challenges like that when you're playing a team that has a defense like that as an offense?
I mean, yeah, it's always good, especially with the explosive offense we got. So it's good to play against a defense like this, just so we know where we're at. But I mean, I think we'll be all right.
You mentioned Dontre. Coach said he wants to see him become more of a complete football player, do blocking, do those things. Did you ever have to go through that kind of transition as a freshman, where you're not just the deep threat, you're not just a speed guy, you're a football player?
Yeah. I mean, Dontre's in the same position I am. He was a running back in high school, just like I was. So he's just got to learn. I think with a good offseason with Evan and Devin, if he just works on his routes and gets in the weight room with Coach Mig, I think he'll be all right. He's going to be a good player.
Phil, Coach Herman was talking about, he was trying to get feedback from when Braxton had a couple of turnovers 2 weeks ago at Northwestern. What was his demeanor like? And he said he wasn't hanging his head. People were telling me he wasn't hanging his head on the sideline. He was upbeat and stuff like that. What's the difference in him in that regard this year, maybe compared to last year, year before last, when things aren't going well? What did you see out of him last week that makes you feel confident in him?
He's mentally stronger, and I think we got some good leaders on this team and some good guys. It's just like it's a real family around here. So everybody, from people who are playing, people that weren't playing, were walking up to him and kind of telling him that he was all right. We still had a lot of football left, and kind of giving him more confidence that everybody still depended on him. So I think that he's mentally strong in that aspect, that he knows he'll get another chance, and he got another chance. I mean, we won the game, so that was the ultimate goal.
Does he trust the guys around him too now more than maybe he did a couple of years ago? I mean, can you sense that he doesn't have to always be the show,
Yeah, I think he is, and you can tell him the throw game a little bit. He's anticipating some throws, maybe that he wouldn't have did before. So I feel like, I mean, the way that the wideout group's performing right now, I mean, I think there is no choice but to trust it.
Corey,
Thanks,
thank you.